My calendar is already marked. It was for weeks after it was announced. June 5th, 6th, and 7th, 14th edition of North Shore Chamber Music Festival will happen in Northbrook at the Village Presbyterian Church. Angela Yoffe, a person who came up with the idea, who puts this together for 14 years, is our guest. Angela, thank you so much for coming over, for meeting with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. It's always a pleasure. Hello to your audience, but it's always a pleasure to be with you. We know each other for probably already 10 years.
Yeah,
years.
It looks like it.
Yeah, we were just sitting and chatting and
about the 10th anniversary
talking
edition.
About 10th anniversary was yesterday.
And it's 14th edition right now. And the festival is growing, is getting bigger, it's getting better musicians, better programs. I don't know how you're doing that.
Because I love it.
Yeah,
because it's a project of my life.
Mm-hmm.
We started this in 2000. In 2010, we had this idea to start a festival, and in 2011, it was our first season. So it all starts with idea, with willingness to share what we have. And that's a big part of the festival.
And love for music.
Love for music, of course, but you know, it's you need to have the right people around you who are passionate about it. And the idea was to bring friends from around the world with whom we played festivals through the years,
Mm-hmm.
and just gather for a week, this crazy week with concerts and rehearsals, laugh, and food and what's not, and meet people like you and
I always come back to the slogan that you coined, that this is a festival for friends, made by friends,
right.
And that friendship, that unity around the best music is
Right.
something that I think puts this festival apart from anything else.
I think that what it gives us and our audiences, I hope so, it's this security blanket when
Mm-hmm.
you can feel the love in the air. It's music and love together. Because when they're coming to us, they're closing their weeks. We have a top musicians. You've been to the festival.
Mm-hmm.
Level is amazing. We're going live on 2 platforms, on our festival platform, on the North Shore Chamber Festival platform, and we're going live on Violin Channel.
Again.
Oh yeah, every year.
Mm-hmm.
It's already kind of, it's wonderful. It's amazing to have partners like that. And same here with Jennings Związkowy, you know, and then Polish Daily News. And with Reklama Media,
Mm-hmm.
it's people who are standing behind, and they are not doubting anything. Whatever we will put in the programs, I'll talk about them later, they're just trusting us. So those musicians are closing the weeks. They're not taking big gigs, as we're saying, with, you know, major orchestras around the world. And they're saying, nope, we're coming to North Shore because of the people on stage, because of the audience, because of the warmness we have around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's priceless.
And these are world-class musicians. They have options.
Yes.
They could
absolutely.
literally be anywhere in the world,
Absolutely.
on any stage, and they will get
Absolutely.
decent money, but they're choosing your festival, they're choosing your stage.
It's an atmosphere. It's this intimate setting. You know what we have there. I was thinking actually a couple of days ago what 4 words we have. What's the reason you need to come? And I think this is one of them, because you just, you know, enjoy the atmosphere. Another one is, oops, sorry,
No,
for the microphone, it's my fault. For meet musicians, meet young generation from the Arkady Fomin Scholarship Fund. We'll talk about this later. Then to hear this beautiful music on amazing level, because it's absolutely stunning, and programs and variety of it. And also participation is the part, because as you know, we have a Q&A every concert.
After every concert. Let's talk about what chamber music really is, because when we talk about classical music, we often think about huge concert halls, huge orchestras, and several hundreds of people in the audience. Chamber music is different.
It is. It's it's you need to be very true to yourself. You're very close to the audience.
Yeah.
It's basically, to say in one sentence maybe, it's a music making without walls.
It's very intimate.
It's very intimate. You right there. And I talking about again our audience, because it's impossible to play in empty halls. That's what I hope after our interviews will definitely tell you where you can buy tickets and come and enjoy. But we need audience for that. And some of our audience members for literally 14 years. I have a lot of people who are coming 14th season. I was just actually talking to one lovely lady yesterday. And first of all, one of them they're closing first row. They're coming 2 hours in advance, going to the church because they were members of the church, of the same church. They're putting their stuff and it's their row. And I'm asking, why first? They said, oh my God, we can see the faces of musicians, everything, their mood, their energy comes right to us. And talking about this lady yesterday was very sweet. She called me, she said, Angela, we would love to come to all the concerts, but we are going, before each concert, we're going to the restaurant, to the same one. For 7 years, I think they're coming.
It's a ritual now.
It's a ritual.
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
You know what I love about chamber music? Watching the interaction between the musicians. They play without the conductor, and these are complicated pieces, very difficult, and they play on such a level that they demand absolutely best quality of play between themselves. That's
why you need to have friends.
Yes,
on stage, because half of the rehearsal process they are laughing. They just have great time because they are tuned to the same emotional wave, and they are amazing musicians on the highest level possible. So of course they're coming and they play those pieces probably a lot. And Vadim, who is my husband, of course, that's first, Vadim also. And our artistic director with our dear friend Michael Wolpert, who is our musical advisor for the festival for all those years. We know each other for 30 years. It's even, we will not go to those numbers. So they are matching, Vadim is matching pieces with the people. He's like in a toy store. He was telling this story, I'm matching this and that, so people will enjoy. It's not that they're coming and playing something they don't want to play. They're playing something they are wishing to go on stage with. Made
to express.
Right, and all the rehearsals, we are working hard. It's all the rehearsals are literally from 10 o'clock till night. If we don't have concert, then...
and it works because experts are putting this festival at the very, very top of the list of Chicago's classical and music events. So that's something that we cannot miss. Let's talk about the program. I love talking about the pieces.
Absolutely.
About what will be played.
Let's go through the program. It is very, very, as you said, chamber music-like this year. It's extremely intimate. From other hand, it's very flashy and very deep and very pleasant. We just want to give a beautiful vibes. This time the world is going through a lot of hard turmoil. So we just want for people to come, enjoy, and really kind of cut themselves from negative things and just have music love. So let me run through.
Opening night. Let's go piece by
opening
piece.
night is always fun. It's live. So I have, we have this always nervousness. And
because thousands of people
the microphones would work.
Thousands of people will be not just in the concert room in the Presbyterian Church, but they will be watching, they'll be listening.
Right. Oh, we have 10,000 people watching live.
Huge audience. And you're going to start with Prokofiev Sonata for 2 violins.
Right. Let me mix programs with the musicians. I think this way we will go through it, in a different way, because this year, as all those years, we're mixing old and new, well known and little known. So we have a wonderful friends coming back to us, Paul Huang and Danby Danby actually came to our second festival, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, second or third. She came as a young artist, and then she came with Escher Quartet. and now she's coming
as
a soloist, and she came as a soloist before, and they're playing a lot together with Paul. And Prokofiev Sonata is absolutely beautiful piece, and that's actually talking about rehearsal. That's hard to put together. So that was a wonderful idea of Paul and Vadim to bring this, because for this they're coming with the ready piece in the program. And then since our opening night we're calling Kreutzer Sonata.
There's got to be Kreutzer Sonata.
It got to be Kreutzer Sonata. So Vadim is playing this with Alessio Bucks. Our audience loves Alessio. He was with us in Israel at the festival before Corona. We had the same festival, the same format in Israel. Wonderful pianist, our dear friend. And we had him and Lucille Chang, his wife, on Stage of Stage, live streaming from pianoforte for duet, from duo. So Beethoven will be there, and it's
that's going to be the entire sonata. It's a long piece.
Of course,
that could be over 30 minutes.
It is.
It
depends how fast they'll play. No. But what is interesting with this sonata, the sonata was actually written in 1823, which was just 200 plus years ago. Nothing. And what is interesting also, Rudolf Kreutzer, to whom it was dedicated, was not very happy with it.
He hated it.
Yeah,
he never played it.
He never played it. Wonderful, right? And after 200 years, of course, it's not first time it's played, but through those years, the sonata is a bread and butter.
It really grew on the audience.
Absolutely, of duo repertoire. And and that sonata would be performed on the ex-Leopold Auer Strat, which Vadim has on loan from Stradivari Society, Chicago, for long, not 200 years, but long time. But I think this mix of sonata written in 18-something and violin 16-something, it's unbelievable, because you have a piece of art from one side and amazing piece from other. And also in this program is Hummel piano quintet, and we had a chat before about Hummel.
Hummel is kind of forgotten composer. Everybody's talking about Beethoven's, Mozart's.
It's hard to live in the same time, and then somebody's behind the doors. But it's great piece. And actually, what is also interesting, it was written almost in the same year like Kreutzer. It was 1 year before. To think about that, you know.
But those guys represent different generations. Hummel was cursed because he lived a little too late. He was this late classical composer, and his music was considered old-fashioned back then.
But Beethoven's was not, you see.
Exactly, Beethoven was avant-garde, but Hummel was a child prodigy. He was a student of Mozart. Mozart was actually housing him for several weeks and teaching him.
Yes.
Hummel, that's important for our audience, had a huge influence on Chopin also.
So if you never heard Hummel, you please come to that concert.
This piano quintet, it's great. It's 5 musicians. It's not just piano and strings.
It's a very rare combination too. We have Schubert, Trout. It was actually also at our festival. We have some more, of course, quintets, Shostakovich. But it's a beautiful, fun combination. Because when 5 people are on stage, it's 5 different opinions. So I really want to see their rehearsals.
Wonderful.
I'm looking forward to that one. Should we jump to Friday?
Yeah, let's do it.
And Friday, as usual, we're coming with this amazing academy of Betty Hick Academy of Music with talented kids. At 6 o'clock, it's free with the purchase of the ticket of evening concert. But last time, I don't remember if you saw this little girl. She was, I think, 2.5 at that time. Yes, she was performing first time at the festival. So this year, she's coming back. She's probably 3.5. And her repertoire is very wide. So please, if you have a young generation at your houses, please come to that concert at 6 o'clock on June 7th, because it's absolutely amazing opportunity for young generation to actually see young kids who are playing instruments. You know, your kids are playing instruments. Our daughter Orly was playing violin and flute, and I think it all helps for
And this
them.
is a very talented group of people.
Very, very.
led
They
by-
played everywhere. They played at
Exactly.
White House
Mhm.
for pop. They were touring world, and
Betty
BTV.
Haig herself is a household name in the music community here in Chicago.
She is amazing.
Yeah.
And we know her for 30 years. Without her, the festival probably would not even start, because she was always behind
She's
us.
the godmother
Absolutely,
of
yes.
the festival.
Absolutely, yes. She was helping us. She was telling Angela, go for it.
Mhm.
You will do it. You need those people at the beginning when you have
Yeah.
no idea how to move. You have an idea, but you need movers.
Somebody whispering in your ear and pushing you
around.
forward.
So Mrs. Akes is unbelievable person. She will be with kids, of course, looking at them, and they will be very serious about that. So evening concert is fun on Friday night.
It's a tribute to Benny Goodman.
Right. It's a king of swing.
Benny Goodman is a super interesting person. First of all, he's from Chicago.
Yes.
Second of all, he's a son of immigrants from Warsaw, Poland. Jewish family immigrated to United States. His father, Benny's father, he actually first took them to concerts. Benny got hooked up with the music and nothing could stop him.
Right.
He went to New York. He started his own bands, and he became this king of swing.
King of swing. And the idea behind it is our public love, Ilya Sternberg. He is with us. He is our dear friend for 30 plus years. We went to Dallas together. We were together with Mr. Fomin and Arkady Fomin. We will talk about the foundation a little bit later. So Ilya is coming literally every year, because we can't do it without him. We love him. He's absolutely amazing clarinetist. So we decided to really highlight him, and he loved the idea, of course. So he will be on stage a lot. He's playing beautiful Gershwin 3 preludes, and then he will do pieces arranged by the festival, by Lova. We had arrangements from him last year's, so it will be world premiere. It's still in the process. It's still cooking. It's still absolutely, yeah. So that will be great, and it's actually mixed with chamber pieces, Dvorak and Bartok. So you can come to this concert and basically get everything what you want. And
the clarinet will definitely be in the forefront. That's good.
Absolutely,
the featured instrument. Hence the tribute to Benny Goodman, but there's going to be also really wonderful pieces.
Right, and all, of course, our musicians like Ani Aznavourian, the native of Chicago, and Ani is with us, cellist, wonderful cellist. She's with us, I don't know how many times she came to the festival. So Alessio is playing again contrast, and Paul and Don B. So yeah, it's absolutely amazing. And this year, actually, you definitely remember Ariel Quartet, our dear friends from Ariel. So this year, only Jan can come.
The quartet.
Right. So, but Jan is coming. He can come alone. It's not fun for him. So he's coming with his kids.
Okay.
Because when they came first time, we had Orly, of course, but they had no kids. Now he's coming instead of the quartet. He's coming with kids, but he's playing with us, and we're thrilled, and he can do it, because the rest of quartet, they're going to different festivals. So they're splitting, and but we have one of the true members. Right.
So,
and
let's talk about Saturday.
Saturday is fun. As always, it's a grand finale, and also very, very unusual. Very unusual one. Saturday is true generation mix concert, and let's talk about this. And I'll try smoothly to go to our Arkady Fomin Scholarship Fund, because on Saturday we will have 4 generations on stage. We're bringing, of course, Scholarship Fund recipient as usual this year. And let me talk probably about her. It's a wonderful, absolutely wonderful young girl, Gioma Grevius, extremely talented violinist. She's sponsored by Atelier Rosemarie Umetsu. Very interesting atelier and owner, Rosemarie. Gioma was also chosen for Avery Fisher Grant Award this year, which is, as I mentioned to you is an Oscar for musicians. And we were proud parents of 2 our recipients because Gioma and Julian Ree, both of them were nominated for 2024. And it's a process. They have only 5 soloists or ensembles. And 2 of them were ours. I went to New York, and that was amazing. So we're very proud of it. But Gioma is coming this year, and she is playing Saturday concert. And talking about Arkady Fomin Scholarship Fund.
Because the process from the festival go to support Arkady Fomin Scholarship Fund. The scholarship that you started a number of years ago.
2015, because unfortunately our dear Arkady Fomin passed in 2014, and immediately we decided that we need to start honoring him. He was Vadim's teacher. He was my parents and my father's best friend long time ago in Riga, and he was mentor for Vadim, for me. He basically, we're who we are because of Arkady Fomin. And he brought us to Dallas when we were immigrants from Russia. And he gave us everything. He was trying to find money, trying for Vadim to find violin and bow, and giving us money for phone calls between 2 of us. What's not? I will not go to the details because probably we'll talk for 2 hours and we can't. But he was, and his wife, Sophie Fomin, they were our parents in America. And without Arkady...
we all have somebody like that. Somebody who helped us at the very beginning and is instrumental.
Just trusting you and taking your hand and saying, you know what, you can do it. But not just like that, really standing behind your back and go, don't worry, go, you will make it. And that's what he gave us. And we were extremely lucky to have him in our lives. And we wanted for him to always be in our lives. And we're trying to, go with this torch and actually pass to generations. And that's what we do with our kids we say, even calling them kids, at Arkady Fomin Scholarship Fund. Because we're not just giving scholarships. We are giving scholarship at the festival, bringing them to different...
Every year there is one musician who...
No, it's 7, 8.
7, 8 musicians.
Yes, because we started in 2015. Now it's what? 2024. Yes. We have 55.
Wow, already.
Already. And you can go to our website. Thank you. www.nscmf.org. We have Arkady Fomin Scholarship Fund page. You can click and see and read about them, and it's movie about Arkady Fomin. But
it's not just money. You started.
No, it's not just money. And we have 2 levels. We have one level for really
best of the best.
Best of the best, and then we have opportunities award, and it's not only musicians. We're giving to different kids virtual art, and I'm thinking to do to dancer, giving to dancer, and I was giving in Riga to my school. So no, we are really trying to help them. We have a program with different orchestras, program with ProMusica Chamber Orchestra, Stars of Tomorrow, with Northbrook Symphony, with Mina Zikri. That's programs when we're bringing them, and those orchestras are helping us to invite them to their subscriptions, and they're playing at their concerts, and we are funding them.
You give them opportunities to expand their network, let them build up their repertoire,
right?
Their name.
And I will come to Saturday. I still remember, but we are also now starting under Stars of Tomorrow a new series at Naples with piano grant series. With Milena Strezova. We're starting there, and one of our recipients, Jake Audas, will play there in June.
Wow.
We're always starting hopefully under international music bridges in Vienna. We did this once, and we're bringing from Vienna Professor Evgeny Sienayski, who is an amazing collaborative pianist. And our dear friend, playing a lot of concerts with Vadim in Europe. So we're starting this in Kaufman Music Center with Gal Kesselman, who is a director. We're planning to start an art of collaboration workshop. So it's a lot of things, and it's all about different generation. I'm jumping back to
You're an
Saturday.
unstoppable force.
Yes.
Nothing will
Stop
ever
me
stop
when
you.
its time is up.
Yeah, let's come back to
Right.
to Saturday.
So that's the generation.
Four
concert.
generations
Right.
of musicians will perform. There's going to be a lot of Tchaikovsky.
Yes, and the reason is just to give pleasure to people's
Because
ears.
this music is beautiful. It's lyrical. It's full of melodies, wonderful,
Right.
rich melodies. Close also to us. Tchaikovsky, being Russian composer, speaks the Slavic musical language.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which we definitely can appreciate.
Absolutely. And what will happen is 4 pieces by Tchaikovsky, rather short,
Yeah.
meditation, scherzo, serenata, valse. 4 of our violinists will play on amazing instruments. Vadim, as I mentioned, was playing on ex-Leopold Auer Strat. Paul Juan is playing on ex-Wieniawski del Gesù.
Del Gesù, yeah.
So Guillaume is playing on will play on a beautiful violin, as well as Dan B. So it's a parade of
wonderful instruments,
wonderful musicians, beautiful pieces, and then even like a cherry on the top, we will play more rare concertante, the same for violinists. It's a fun piece. Great one, but then you will hear all the 4 instruments together.
Because normally concerto is like soloist against an ensemble, right? And here we have...
It's a war between 4 violins.
Exactly.
It's a very virtuosic piece.
This is a concerto on steroids, honestly.
That's probably right. And yes, for Hummel, it's absolutely great piece, fun, and then we will finish with Bruch. Bruch String Symphony. So it is huge program featuring amazing musicians, friends. Then our audience can ask all the questions. Questions are brutal sometimes, but that's the fun part.
Yeah.
And that's why we are doing this festival, because we want this week of joy, and the minute we're playing last concert, I don't want even to think about Bruch on Saturday, because then it's this sad moment. It's long preparation. We are hoping for you. That's why we have those interviews, and we want to tell the world then we are here. We're here for you to play. And yes, we're streaming. It's a beautiful production by wonderful streaming company on Violin Channel and our platform, but it's different from people coming to the hall and experiencing this.
Yeah. It's totally different when you're actually there, when you can experience, feel the audience's reaction, observe those musicians communicating with each other without actually speaking.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
And we have all kind of talking about now very realistic part. We have all kind of discounts. We have discounts for seniors. We have, of course, free tickets for kids, particular age, and then very discounted students tickets.
So where can we get those tickets?
Please go to our website, to www.nscmf.org. All information is there. You can call our office at 847-370-3984. Tickets are flying quickly. It's a very intimate and beautiful hall at Village Church of Northbrook, 1300 Sherman Road. It's right Northbrook downtown. You can have a dinner before and come to the concerts.
Exactly. You can park easily.
You can park easily. It's all the concerts at 7:30 on June 5. 7 and 8, and then on 7th, as we mentioned before, we have pre-concerts with talented kids from students from Betty Haig Academy of Music. Actually, Vadim probably will play there too with them. It's a surprise. But please come see our recipients. Maybe you would like to become a supporter of the art. It's extremely important to help new generation. That's why I'm sitting here, because daily Polish news are always with us, and we're very grateful for that.
We always will. It's a wonderful cause to support.
And America po polsku, I would not also have these beautiful videos without them. So it is very important just to be in a community, to communicate. We understand each other. We're talking on the same.
this is really
language.
an event that you cannot miss, and it's an event for everybody, for somebody who considers themselves a connoisseur and knows what they want from the concerts, and for somebody who's just at the beginning of their classical musical journey and wants to sample the best that are really super close to them.
And in very affordable prices.
Exactly.
Because the people who are actually playing at our festival, they are playing, Vadim actually this year, he's at Grand Park with Johannes Mona. They are playing double Brahms. So their prizes, you know, you can go and really choose and pick the place you want and sit comfortably and talk to musician and connect to us. And we need you. We need audience. We are doing this for you.
Angela, let's talk what's beyond the festival, because it's gonna be over in the first week of June. What happens next? Because I cannot imagine you doing nothing or going for
I'm doing
extended
nothing.
vacation.
No, next day, Vadim, my husband, he's leaving right away, as all artists, and he's continuing his season. He's coming actually day before festival.
Where is Vadim actually?
Now he's in Columbus with Ilya.
So he's actually in America, which is rare.
They're playing at ProMusica Chamber Orchestra. It's a last concert. Amazing orchestra. Also our partners.
And I bet he's flying across Atlantic.
Then he's flying across Atlantic to Sweden. And then he is playing in Vienna. Playing, and actually there's a master class.
So he's going to be teaching.
Yes, Art for Future. That's the Evgeny Sianaisk and his wife Anastasia Sianaiskaya. They have a wonderful masterclass for young people. So he's flying there to participate at that masterclass, and then yes, he's just.
But he's gonna make it here.
He better. I need him. I need him. He's playing a lot. So and for me, I'm finishing we're finishing festival, and then immediately I'm doing this Stars of Tomorrow project in Naples, and then hopefully New York in October.
Wow. For
the Art of Collaboration masterclass. And I have a lot of different projects, of course, in my mind. It's all in a cooking process. You will hear if you will go to our actually media pages and NSCMF North Shore Chimney Festival Instagram and Facebook. We can't don't do it nowadays. Our kids are much better with that, but we will also need to be there. So please join us there, and you can ask questions. You can send us email to office@nscmf.org as well.
Wednesday, June 5th, then Friday, June 7th, and Saturday, June 8th. A collection of wonderful concerts. They all start at 7:30 on Friday. Come early, come at 6 p.m. so you'll hear the next generation of great musicians also perform. Wonderful selection, wonderful pieces of music, all because the work that Angela does with her husband, with Vadim Gluzman.
That's the part, but without musicians, we will be just a small part of it.
North Shore Chamber Music Festival, a festival made by friends, for friends, as always, the 14th edition. Don't miss it, ladies and gentlemen. Angela, once again, where can we buy tickets?
Again, you can go to our website at www.nscmf.org. You can email us at office@nscmf.org, and you can call 847-370-3984. We're really looking forward to see you there in June 5, 7, and 8.
Angela Yoffe, wonderful pianist,
thank you, Lucas.
teacher,
thank you so much.
Producer, director. Angela, you wear so many hats. Thank you so much
for inviting me. It was a real pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.